Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Anarchy Online. Now you might be wondering, what is this? What are these fancy clothes we're wearing? What do you think? I'm not personally a huge fan of the fact that these are like mini shorts. I think it'd be a better outfit if it was just complete. But in one of the missions that I was running, I came across these. You just find this stuff in missions. A blue short fret suit, top, sleeves, high boots, thigh-high boots, and boots. So anyway, so that was fun. So when we last left off, I was in Wailing Wastes trying to finish this mission. I completed most of the mission. Basically, you just kind of fly around that settlement and you'll find all of the monsters you need to kill. However, the last monsters you need to kill are hammerheads, and the lowest level amongst them are like level 40 or like 38. I was able to take out a couple of them, but then I died at taking out another one. In the meantime, though, I had gone back and gone through all of the missions that I had queued up. That I had queued up for. So I've picked up a bunch of other nanos. Let's see, what have I picked up since the last time? This is a doctor heal. This is a doctor heal over time. This is the next agent damage buff, the 9-point buff. This is, I think maybe I had this already. This is a fixer heal over time. And I got, I just randomly picked this up. This is a metaphysicist nano skill buff. And I got false profession trader, and I also got one of the drains, this ransack skills. In terms of nanos, that's what I got. There was a moment there when I was level 28, I think, where I was able to roll level 50 missions, and so I got myself a level 50 Gripocom AK 1K21, and you'll notice this one buffs agility by 15 and aim shot by 15. So normally this is just used as a buffing weapon. This is only true for the Gripocom at quality level 50. Remember, before I was using a 42 or whatever. It doesn't offer these buffs, but the level 51 is a great buffing weapon. For now, I'm actually using it as my regular weapon because I don't have anything better to use as a weapon. So I thought today, maybe later today, eventually I want to wrap this up with the hammerheads, but we're a good level, we're in a good place. We should go to the Temple of Three Winds, and I guess I want to show you guys how you get there. From ICC, it's very easy. This guy here, there's like a cultist here in this hut, and this statue on the back wall is going to give us access, but first we have to do a little quest for him. And he wants us to get a few things from some NPCs that are around ICC HQ. So he wants, like, actually what he wants us to do is pretty terrible. First of all, he wants us to go get a burger from a guy, and then he wants us to go get a credit card from an old lady who hasn't been, air quotes, donating to their cause. So the burger guy, I think, is over here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Here, yeah, next to this guy over here. Annoying dude. So let's go talk to the annoying dude. I'm here to make sure you don't bother. So, like, the cultist says this guy was bothering him, but this guy says, I never annoyed anybody, and then we're kind of threatening him, and he doesn't want to give his burger. And he says he's skinny, he needs the calories. Alright, so we bullied this guy, we got a burger. Next we have to get the lady's credit card, which is, I think she's usually back near the exit to ICC, which is this way. went the long way around, but... Oh, maybe she's not here. I thought she was in this corner. Obviously I was wrong. Let me try... She like hangs out like behind these buildings is what I remember. It's been a little while. Anyways, oh yes, in this corner. There she is. Oh, I saw her, but then we rubber banded. So the Temple of Three Winds is a great little dungeon. There are lots of good places to farm if you don't have Shadowlands. It's a very popular place. There are a lot of people who go there and they just kind of farm for experience and there's some gear. So we're basically now bullying this grandmother and we're kind of pretending to be super tough and everything. And she's just like, whatever, fine, take my credit card. So there's some good gear that drops in Temple of Three Winds. You can get on AO Universe. There's a guide that shows all the loot that drops. So I won't list everything. There are some great weapons for melee professions, especially two-hand edge. There's a great weapon at the end. But there's some important loot for everybody. The most important thing we need is to upgrade our NCU. There's a big robot that drops a new NCU belt, which is a 5-slot belt, which is very nice. And there are other bosses that drop actual NCU upgrades that, like actual NCU chips. Oh, and we got a ding out of that. I think we have everything we need. We got enough bullets for a little while. Yeah, let's just go. And I have the mission. So there, and I'll show you on the map where the Temple of Three Winds actually is. Of course, everybody goes through this teleporter, but actually, the Temple of Three Winds is north of Tyr here. So for clans, it's actually not hard to just walk there, but it's still faster to take the Wampas and go via ICC. So we need to get NCU upgrades. There are also good rings that drop in here, which we're going to get. For agents, there actually is a set of armor, which is a very like an agent-specific set of armor. It's okay. Actually, speaking of armor, like we might as well. Yeah, we can level this armor up while we're at it, because it's been a while. So. Yeah, so there is a set of agent-specific armor that drops in here. It's not. I don't think it's going to be that much better than this armor that we're using already. But we'll hang on to it. I think it buffs concealment, if I remember correctly. Other than that, there are going to be mobs that are going to drop new and higher level stims and rechargers. So that ton of rechargers that I have from the subway, I was hanging on to them for because I didn't need the inventory space or anything. But obviously, we're going to replace them with these better ones that we're going to pick up. And that's pretty much it for the loot that we're going to need. Oh, there are a few random items, like there's a right arm implant that adds damage, and there's like also I think a shoulder pad. There are a few like kind of miscellaneous items. There's one head implant that is pretty nice. It buffs a lot of nano skills. It's a bit of a rare drop, but if we can get it, that would be great. So the way the dungeon is laid out, and forgive me as I just spend some time clicking on this armor here. The way this dungeon is, come on. All right. Here, let's first of all, let's do this, and then let's zoom in. All right. So here's the way the dungeon is laid out. This is the entrance that you can go left or right, doesn't matter. This is all a common room. there's a first mini boss here, and then from here there are 3 different wings. This wing leads to this area here, which is commonly called Legionnaires, because there are these mobs here that spawn which are Legionnaires, and they're popular for farming. And at the end there's a boss here that drops an NCU belt. Up here there's another little area with a boss here. This room here is a good place to farm the guys you need for the quest. Finally, on the right wing over here, you have the Guardian of Tomorrow, which is the robot that drops the NCU belt, and then sort of the final boss of the dungeon is here. And here's also another good place where you can farm the guys that we need. Now, for the quest, alright, this is being silly, let's buff. It looks like just everything is lagged out here. There we go. Another thing that happened, actually, is I leveled enough so that now I can use that heal when I'm in Adventure, when I'm in False Profession Adventure. So, and also, now the Pronouncement of Greatness Nano actually gives me 1% crit. So I think at this point, the best False Profession for me might be Adventure, because it's going to give me the best survivability. Yeah, so I think we're going to go as Adventure right now. I don't think I can run these Dr. Nanos yet, so let's go Pronouncement of Greatness. And so it's hard to tell with the lead if I'm actually sitting or not. Okay, so we're basically going to go into this front room, and we're going to make our way a bit deeper into the dungeon. The nice thing about Temple of Three Winds is that it's a very popular place, and so people tend to, like, you can just run through and find the corpses of all the bosses that people have killed already, and they've already gotten the loot. So you can actually usually get all the loot that you need very, very easily. So actually we want to kill acolytes first. So this guy just killed an acolyte. So we're going to spend a bit of time in these opening rooms here. So these guys are still sort of, they're low enough level, but we can still kind of get experience from killing them. So my plan is not to farm, for example, Legionnaires. I'm going to try to get the loot that I need, mostly by hiding behind other more stronger groups, because I don't think I can probably take on the Legionnaires, and I certainly can't take on the bosses. I'm not blink at all. I mean, I could contribute, to a team, but I wouldn't be able to take anything on my own. So we're just gonna try to sneak around and grab all the loot that we need, and probably finish this quest too, and that is the plan for our excursion into the Temple of Three Winds. There's another dungeon that you can do in these early levels. This guy is... Oh, he's just fighting the Reverend. So we need to kill 3 acolytes. There's 2 in the next room, so I guess we'll make our way to this next room. I'm looking on the map, and none of these hallways looks clear, so we'll just have to fight our way through. Well, it saw me, so no aim shot. So yeah, we're just basically gonna fight our way through this. You can actually just kind of like run through everything. Maybe this person wants to team up. Yeah, they agreed to team up. Forget the chat command to switch to the group. doesn't help that I'm having a bunch of lag here. So going as a team is obviously always better. It's always more efficient if you're a couple of people. This person is a metaphysicist. These guys don't really drop any useful loot, but all of the acolytes and faithful and whatnot, they're the ones who drop. They actually will drop the stim packs and whatnot. So this metaphysicist is running a debuff, which reduces their initiatives and their damage, and sort of detaunts them a little bit, which is nice. I've also completely finished all the research until I hit level 50, so that's good. So we're going to be getting quite a few levels here. In terms of future gear upgrades, you know, I definitely, at this point, I could easily fit the quality level 50 implants, but I don't think I'm going to specifically invest in those. Quality level 50 implants take they cost about 30,000 each. You've noticed I've worked my up to about 150,000. I think I'm just gonna go and try to equip level 75s as soon as I can. I think, especially for the agility ones and the stamina ones, I have enough buffing items that I should be able to reach the agility and stamina caps easily with all my buffs and buffing items. So, before I hit level 50, basically. So, probably what's going to happen is after I leave this place, after we leave the temple, then I'm going to spend some time trying to get into a few. I won't be able to put all of them in, but a few quality level 75 implants. That's, yeah, it's going to be the strategy. Okay, so here we've got one acolyte done. There's going to be another one on the other side of the room, and then we can just loop back to this side and just kind of farm these guys for a little bit. He already killed the first acolyte. We weren't in a team yet, so that's too bad. Now, I actually do want to go and loot this guy. I guess just to get the stim kits. Oh, they have these robes. The acolytes and whatever, the priests of this place drop robes. The beginning robes, like the ones that you see from the acolytes, are not really worth much, but the exarchs, which are the higher level, kind of mobs in this place, they drop much higher level robes, and actually it's quite a good piece of gear. Oh, I didn't want to. I still had concentration. I wanted to use it on somebody, but this guy's actually gray, so it was a bit of a waste. So I've got 2 acolytes done. I want to kill a 3rd acolyte. I'm just gonna farm a bit in this room and wait for the other one to respawn over here. It looks like the metaphysicist is like fighting a million guys on his own for some reason. I think we might be able to get there in time. I don't know if he's actually in danger. He looks okay. Oh, yeah, he was fine. No problem. Yeah, I think he just got swamped by a whole bunch of guys. That's all. So let me just switch this chat to group chat. But in the meantime, for both of us, this is decent experience just farming these guys. I'm not having any luck with aim shot here, which is unfortunate. Notice some of these guys are the sort of nanotechnician type of mob that are just nuking us. So these guys, if you're ever fighting a clump of them, definitely take care of these guys first, because you know, the nukers are always the most dangerous. These books drop a lot in here. They're actually from, if you're a martial artist, then you want to collect them. They give you some kind of special attack. I don't know, I've never really played a martial artist before. I just know that these books, you can put them together and then you get some new skill or something. The boss there, currently I don't think the two of us could take him. I mean, maybe, I don't know how well equipped this metaphysicist is, but I don't think he's... Actually, well, one way we can tell is just by looking at his pets. Yeah, the pets are level 40. That's okay. He's not like super twinked, I can tell you that. So I'm keeping an eye back here on whether or not this acolyte respawns. And I'm just kind of going over these courses because these corpses, because they actually have like a lot of credits on them individually, so I'm just kind of looting for credits. Somebody's fighting him. Good for them. Nothing much this way. I'm gonna go back and wait for this acolyte over here to respawn. There he is. Aim shot, crit. Crit. Got him. Okay, next I need Faithful. So the Faithful, there's one here in this room. There is one at the entrance, at the complete entrance, and then there's one who walks around here. Oh, great. This MP's already getting the Faithful. Perfect timing. And there's another Faithful here. So there are a few that are sort of in easy reach. I think the easiest one to go get is this one, and then we can go get that one. So here you see a... oh, this red berry wine. A little quest for 25,000 credits. So that's nice to pick up. So I'm going to go down... Oh, somebody killed this boss. Let's see if there's any loot left that we can take. Yes, there is. So this... Oh, this is not the one I thought. So they took the loot that we wanted. But you can see here there's great loot for melee people, right? There's one-hand blunt weapons and a one-hand edge weapon here. This is a left wrist, which gives a few nano skills. And it has an on use that will recharge your nano. Now, what do I have in my left wrist? I have rifle. Yeah, so we're never going to use this. Never going to use it. Okay, let's go down this way. I'm not sure where my metaphysicist friend is. Oh. He or she is still fighting those cultists up there. For some reason. I mean, I guess we'll... I don't know why, but okay. Wasted my total concentration there a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, so that agent is running a false profession doctor. But also has... He set up some metaphysicist pets that are helping him, and now he's switched to another false profession. So pretty nice setup there. I'm just going to tell this guy where I'm going. Looks like somebody was just here. Literally just here. So let's go to this area here. Looks like somebody's fighting. Are they fighting the faithful? No. Ah, there he is. There's the faithful. Let's be super agent-like. And just kind of snipe him. There we go. A few crits. And he's down. So agent I'm finding is a lot of fun when you just need to like nuke one single target down and you have a bit of downtime between attempts. Okay, so here's a ring. This is just a lower level ring that drops here. Now, in this center of the room here is like there's a boss and there are other mobs that we definitely want to kill. However, I want to get another faithful before so I can progress in the quest. Now, this ring here you see it adds some damage, has AC, has some NCU, so it's a great ring. But I'm gonna wait until actually it's probably better than one of the rings I have now. What am I wearing? One of the rings I'm wearing is the add 1 to everything. 1% experience. Yeah, experience is not it's not like it's easy to level at this point. I'm not okay, nothing there. So we're just going to, I guess I'll farm a few guys over here because the other faithful, or I should say the other faithful is like way at the beginning of the dungeon. I don't want to clear all the way through that. What I am going to do is clearly somebody's just been through here, and I'm going to sneak in up here in the wake of all this destruction, and I'm going to hope that they have just killed the Guardian of Tomorrow. And it looks like, oh, they have, but there are currently no Guardian of Tomorrow bodies, which is unfortunate. Because I was hoping to pick up the NCU belt. It looks like this agent is here to... I know it's a doctor, but this is clearly an agent. This doctor is probably here to kill the robot, and so I'll probably try to come by and just grab the Guardian belt from it. Assuming, I mean, because for sure this agent doesn't need it anymore, because at level 60 for sure you already have this piece of gear. Okay, so I'm gonna spend some more time in this dungeon. I might record some more if I do end up fighting against those bosses, like in a team or something. Then I'll try to record a few of those bits. But otherwise, it's just, you know, if you play this game, you're gonna spend a lot of time in this dungeon. So there's not much. Oh, I got a level apparently. Guess my teammate is still fighting stuff outside. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys later. I'm going to do a bunch of this stuff off camera, but I'll try to record anything that's interesting, and then I might make another episode out of it. So thanks for watching. Take care.